The interview process is literally the most intimidating thing that I've had to go through in my adult life. When you go into an interview and they're just drilling in a whole bunch of different questions that you weren't necessarily prepared for, or you feel like you might be underdressed or you didn't do enough research, it is very embarrassing. So I wanted to get with you guys and talk to you about a few things that I do that help me when I am involved in the interview process. So the first thing that I do is I want to figure out what kind of interview I'm supposed to be getting ready for. What is the interview process? How many interviews am I looking into having? The second thing within figuring out what the interview process is what type of interview is it? Is it a phone interview? Is it a panel interview? Is it a group interview? Is it more one-on-one? Is it an interview over video chat, which is becoming more common as technology evolves? My most recent interview was an interview for a regional management position, and that was going to be or was a phone interview with the vice president of Costco and a whole bunch of different regionals, and that was very intimidating. So it was good that I did a lot of research on that. The second thing is that you want to research not just what type of interview, but what you want to research the company, know the history of the company, the goals of the company, the management structure. You want to know what the strengths and the weaknesses are, and you want to try to network where you can to really find out what their expectations are and what they want from you. You want to make sure, thirdly, that you rehearse and you practice situational types of interviewing. You know kind of the skits. If they say, "Tell me about a time when you did this," you know how to come back and say a good, solid answer to the question without seeming too vague. These behavioral type questions are integral for a lot of interviews. The next thing that you want to talk about, that I want to talk to you guys about, is you want to make sure that your online presence is cleaned up. You don't want to have pictures of you from the night before hanging out and drinking too many shots. So you really want to look at your online presence and social media and make sure that it's nice and clean. You want to make sure that you're dressing the part. You don't want to be wearing like jeans and a t-shirt. You want to make sure that you're dressing appropriate, and you want to make sure that you're making a good impression and that you're very positive, and that you're prepared for the questions they're going to ask you. You want to, lastly, make sure that you end on a positive note. You want to go over the strongest selling point of yourself, and you want to have enthusiasm about that. And then you want to follow up. Those are the things that I have for you.